there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Vikings.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Love. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned that. At the front of this line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Complete to Robbie
A big
Anderson.
play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run with Breida, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Makes the score.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Good job right there. Good job right there. Show it.
To throw again. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Like by 5. Defense wins championships, baby.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check 55. 55, 955. Hey, eat.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love from the gun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30.
I need to get my swag right
10.
there.
Touchdown, Vikings. Robbie Anderson, 94 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown.
Minnesota.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out...